Right lads, you win this, you're in the Europa League. Then there's not much to look at out there. It's another farmers team. The pitch ain't great, but you're Premier League players, you're getting paid. What is it? What are you on, Modric? You're on 200 grand a week. You can't beat these lads. I mean, the season's not looking great for us. Boateng, you're coming back in again, mate. You can have another go because yeah, they're not much to look at. Sorloff, you can come in as well. Marlon, you can stay on the bench, but you might see you later on. Show me what you got, yeah? Let's go win this.
Hello people and welcome back to another Europa League qualifier. Tonight we're in Romania to play AFC Astra. As you can see, the players are excited, they're lining up here. Mo making Boateng look absolutely tiny there. We get the game kicked off here and Sorloff straight into them as we always are, so it's a great start for the Palace boys. Adama doing something here that he never normally doesn't win the header and it actually goes into the back of net, and that's incredible from him. He runs over to the corner flag and he's picked out a fan in the crowd who wants to scrap in the car park. Amazing stuff. Adama manages to get himself in here again and bodies the defender out of the way. He puts the ball into the bottom corner and you know where he's going. He's back off to that corner flag and he shows the fan exactly what he's going to do to him in the car park. Nuts the corner flag. Sorloff struggling to get himself into the game here as he manages to miss that from that far out. Good save from the keeper though. Astra really struggling to get past our defence and they've actually had to have a header from 18 yards out, which isn't very recommended. The boys are back on the ball now and Pulisic gets the ball. He goes to go down the line, he cuts back, but when he gets to this position, you know exactly what he's doing. Bends it into that far corner. Keeper's not much cop again. He takes a little bow and he does deserve that in recent performances. We did get a little scared before half time as the keeper goes into no man's land. Tomori's there to block it with. I don't know what that was, don't want to know what that was. But that brings us to half time and yeah, been a really good first half again. We had an amazing start to the second half here as the ball goes out wide to Adama and Adama does what he does best. He runs at him, he beats one man, he goes past the second man, he beats the third man, well beats him, and then he puts the ball past the keeper into the top corner. Amazing stuff from the lad, and he's even picked out another fan down this end that he's going to start on. PVA showing what an hard man he is here as he goes flying into that geezer over there and he's snapping his legs in half, but no foul, just a throw in. Pulisic sends that guy for 2 burgers and a chicken balti pie there as the ball goes in. Sorloff heads it down, but he's missed another chance. It's not been his day here. That does, however, bring us to full time here, and it's a good first leg from the boys. Adama did score a hat-trick, so obviously he goes to get the match ball off the referee. That's another outstanding performance from the lad, and we'll see what the manager's got to say about it now.
Alright.
Do you think you can keep this form up for the whole season?
Well, I hope we can. I mean, look at the goals he scored at the minute, but obviously no team can really carry on form like that for a whole season. We're going to have injuries, we're going to have points where players aren't in form, and yeah, so hopefully we can keep it going for as long as we can, but you've got to expect mistakes to happen.
What are your thoughts on Adama so far?
It's just incredible, isn't he, lad? He's got 3 goals in this game, he's scoring in the league, he's scoring all over the place, so yeah, obviously he was good last season, but he just gets better and better, and he's still young, so we've got loads more to come from him.
With this 4-0 cushion, do you think this basically qualifies you for the Europa League?
We've seen bigger turnarounds in football, so I'm not going to say we're definitely there, but the opposition today weren't great. Yeah, I think it gives us a good little cushion to get there. Okay, cheers everyone. I'll see you in the next game. Alright lads, I'll be taking you through your tackling crash course today. So we've got 3 different tackles for you, and we'll get into the first one. Right, so I like to call this one a delayed reaction. It's because when you're coming in, you're sliding in, and before you actually make the tackle, you wait a bit till the lad gets to you, and you take his leg out while you're on the floor. Which is why I like this one so much, because they're just not expecting it. Right, tackle number 2 is called the scissor snap for obvious reasons. I mean, no matter what anyone tells you, it's about the man, not the ball. Take the man out, that's one less player for them. That's how I see it anyway. See, John might not tell you the same thing. He might tell you to go for the ball, but no, that's not how we do it in my place. Utter destruction. That one has got me in trouble a few times in the past, so. Right, tackle number 3 is only to be used in last-ditch scenarios because it's fucking brutal. So I'll call it total wipeout. Now, it is very important with this one that once you've made the tackle, you look at the player on the floor to make sure that he knows you know what you've done to him. This one is designed to either disable an opposition player or to stop him scoring a last minute goal. Now, referees didn't seem to like me back in the day because of this one, but yeah, I found it to be effective. So that's all your tackling tips for today, and we'll see you in the next game.
Hello and welcome back to Selhurst Park. We've got Adama there doing his stretches after his great performance last time out in Romania. Let's see if he can do the same again tonight. We do love a game under the floodlights, and so do the fans. Look at them in that far end. So we get the game underway here. The ball goes back to Mo. Mo plays it out to Aaron, as we always do, and it's looking good from the boys. So the first attack of the game here comes very early on as the ball goes out wide to Pulisic. Pulisic dries it on. He kicks it across goal, but he hits the post this time. No goal there. We do get another chance here though as Marlon beats his man and gets across him. He has a shot, but we just can't seem to find the back of the net early on in the game. Astra do get a rare chance to shoot here from about 20 yards out, but it's comfortable for the keeper, even if he did make it look fucking dramatic. The lads really are struggling to find their shooting boots today as Modric gets through, and even with his experience, he's hit it pretty much straight at the keeper. It's sad to see, really. Adama's clearly been listening to Dave in the past few days. He absolutely crunches the bloke there, only gets a booking for that one though. We finally make a breakthrough in this game just before half time as Marlon cuts back and plays a lovely little ball to Adama, who slots it into that corner. And then he runs off to celebrate. He's just a lovely man to have in the side, really. That does, however, bring us to the half-time break now, though. We're 1-0 up, and that's 5-0 on aggregate, which is a great position to be in at this point, and we can't see the other team come back from this, really. Astra get us underway for the second half, and they play the ball around a bit, but nothing too positive from them. Mo picks the ball up here on the edge of the box. He cuts inside and he bends it past that keeper. I don't really know what he was diving for there, but it weren't a ball. He runs off to the Palace fans, and that's his 4th or 5th goal of the season for an 18-year-old, which really isn't bad. Now this is where Dave's managerial style can be less than beneficial for the team, as Upamecano puts in a challenge here, and he's actually earned himself a red card, so he'll miss the next Europa League game.
Dave, did you tell him to do that? What? That is shocking.
The lad's starting to look a bit shaky at the back now after that red card, and we do manage to concede a goal here, but with the scoreline we've got, there's nothing really to worry about. The young lad Boateng here gets one of his first chances for the club, but runs just out of stamina at a final moment and kicks it out for a goal kick. He will get better as the season goes on though. That resulting goal kick does, however, bring us to the full-time whistle, and it's been another great win for the lads, and that does mean we're qualified for the Europa League. Get in there. Now we'll see what the manager's got to say about all that.
Hello.
How does it feel to finally have qualified for Europe?
Well, I mean, it's been a journey, isn't it? I mean, we're only at the start of the season and we've managed to qualify, not qualify, and qualify again. But to actually finally get there now is brilliant. The lads are buzzing in the changing room. Everyone around the club's happy. The CEO's very happy. Dave's just got his normal face on. And Simon, I don't actually know where he is, but I think he's pissed somewhere. So, yeah, it's great.
Is Sorloth struggling to get goals this season?
No, I mean, the lad's just come back off loan. He's got to take his time to fit back in, and I don't really want to focus on that at the minute. We've just qualified for the Europa League, so the fact that Sorloth missed a couple of chances isn't something I'm going to focus on here.
What do you think of Adama's celebrations in the game?
Well, he told me before the game he wanted to pick out one of the fans in the crowd. I don't know why, he's a bit of a weirdo like that, but yeah, it did make me giggle a bit on the sideline. And he said to me after the game he's just doing it for the fans, and he's just an attention seeker really, isn't he? But I can't say anything about the lad. He's got 3-4 goals in his last 2 games, so yeah, it's been great from him. But yeah, we'll see you in Europe. Cheers everyone. Hello Palace fans, welcome to the Roundup again. We'll be going through what's happened this episode and what's coming up. So yes, we are finally qualified for the Europa League. It's incredible stuff. We weren't expecting it to start the season. We nearly fucked it up at the start, we thought we'd already qualified, and now we're finally in it. So that's a massive relief off everyone's shoulders. And in our group, who we got? So we've got Rapid Vienna, we've got AC Milan, and we've got Guimares. So I don't know where that is, but yeah, we're going to have to go out there and play them at some point. So yeah, it's not the best group we could have had. I mean, AC Milan's going to be a tough game, but the other two should be decent games to watch at least. So unfortunately, Upamecano is going to be suspended due to Dave's tackling advice earlier on, but we'll be seeing him later on in the season anyway. He's not suspended in the league, so that's not a worry. So in the next episode, we've got deadline day coming up, so Simon's on the transfers for that. We'll see who we can bring in. He can bring in anyone. So we've got Liverpool coming up in the league as well, that'll be a tough game. Then we've got a cup game against Swindon Town, so should get through that pretty easily. We'll try to get some of the younger lads out there as well, get them a bit of experience, show you some of the lads we've brought into the academy and that have come through the academy, so the youth squad and that. Got a few decent players in there as well. Hopefully we can get a bit of news from Simon about those players later on as well. So yeah, that's all from me this episode, and we'll see you next time.